The Seth Vidya Mandir English High School and Junior College of Science and Commerce, which is the HSC online audio video lectures series. And I'm Bina Raikar, teaching you Organization of Commerce and Management, and this is chapter 4 Business Services, and I'm teaching you today types of warehousing. This is my 8th video on this chapter. Warehousing. We always need different types of goods in our day-to-day life. We may buy some of these items in bulk and stock them in our house. Similarly, businessmen also need a variety of goods for their use. Some of them may not be available all the time, but we need those goods during the year. So warehousing refers to storage of goods and consists of all those activities which are connected with storage and preserving of goods. Warehousing can be defined as a group of activities connected with the storing and preserving of stored goods from the time of production till the time of consumption. Definition: a warehouse is defined as an establishment for the storage and accumulation of goods. For example, students, sugarcane is produced during a particular period of the year. Since sugar production takes place throughout the year, there is a need to supply sugarcane continuously. So, proper storage is needed for sugarcane, and after production, sugar is also needed to be stored for some time before distribution. Storage involves proper arrangement for preserving goods from the time of production till its actual use or consumption. When this storage is done on a large scale in a specific manner, we call it as a warehousing. The place where goods are kept is called warehouse. Warehousing creates time utility and makes goods available at the time of requirement. And today we'll see the types of warehousing. Number 1 is private warehousing. Second is public warehouses. Third, bonded. Fourth, duty paid warehouses. Fifth, government warehouses. Sixth, cooperative warehouses. And the seventh one, cold storage warehouses. I'm repeating again, let's see. The first one is private warehouses. Second, public. Third, bonded. Fourth, duty paid. Fifth, government. Sixth, cooperative. Seventh is cold storage warehouse. Let's go to the first one, that is a private warehouse. Private warehouses are owned and managed by the manufacturers or traders to store their own goods. Big business firms which have large storing capacity on a regular basis construct their own warehouses. The private warehouses are licensed to private persons only for the goods imported by him or on his behalf are to be stored in such warehouses. Generally, these warehouses are constructed by farmers near the fields, by wholesalers and retailers near the business areas, and by manufacturers near the factories. The facilities provided therein are according to the nature of products to be stored. Second one is public warehouses. This type of warehouses are established to provide storage facilities to the general public for payment of certain fees. It may be owned by an individual, partnership firm, company, etc. These warehouses have to obtain the license from the government or work as per the rules framed by the government. They are generally located near railway stations, highways, airports, seaports, etc. Many facilities are provided by these warehouses, such as packaging, grading, inspection to be done by prospective buyers, etc. These warehouses are well constructed and guarded round the clock to ensure safe custody of goods. So the main important is these warehouses are for general public. They are owned by individuals. They have to work under a license. They are at a low cost. They ensure safety custody, and they are always located near junctions of railways, highways and waterways. The third one is bonded warehouses. Bonded warehouses are licensed by the government for storing imported goods till the custom duty is not paid. That is, the custom duty, if the custom duty is not paid, the businessman cannot take his goods, and since these goods are always an imported one, custom duty has to pay. They are located near the ports. They are either operated by the government or custom authorities. The warehouse keeper is required to give an undertaking or bond that it will not allow the goods to be removed without the consent of the custom authorities. The goods are held in bond and cannot be withdrawn without paying the custom duty. Such warehouses are very useful to importers and exporters. If an importer is unable to pay custom duty after the arrival of goods, he can store the goods in a bonded warehouse, and by making payment of custom duty in installments can proportionately withdraw the goods. Goods lying in a bonded warehouse can be packed, graded and branded for the purpose of sale. Central Warehousing Corporation operates 75 custom bonded warehouses. The next one, duty paid warehouses. If an importer faces any problem in transportation of goods after making payment of duty, then goods can be stored at a duty paid warehouse. All duty paid warehouses are public warehouses which are available to all importers, whether big or small. Duty paid warehouses helps the importer as proper care of goods is taken. Processing of goods can be done like sorting, repacking, etc. Such goods are more helpful for some businessmen who re-export the goods. These goods are located near port and dock area. The fifth one is government warehouses. These warehouses are owned, managed and controlled by central and state governments or public corporations or local authorities. It is difficult for the small traders, farmers, businessmen, etc. to own a warehouse. So these government warehouses assist them in storing their goods at a nominal charge. Central Warehousing Corporation of India, State Warehousing Corporation and Food Corporation of India, examples of agencies in maintaining government warehouses. Sixth one is cooperative warehouses. These warehouses are owned, managed and controlled by cooperative societies. They mainly provide warehousing facilities at the rural areas at economical rate. These type of warehouses are very useful for farmers and traders. They provide warehousing facilities at the most economical rates to the members of the society and also to the public. And the last one is cold storage warehouses. Cold storage warehouses provides facilities for perishable commodities like fisheries, poultry, dairy product, vegetables, fruits, flowers, etc. In cold storage warehouse, goods are stored and refrigerated at very low temperature so as to preserve them and use them in future. International trade for these products has also become possible only with a cold storage warehouse. For example, green peas produced in India are exported to foreign countries. This is a very good example of the facilities provided by the cold storage warehouses. Okay students, you have understood all these 7. Let us revise types of warehousing. First one, private warehouses, public warehouses, bonded warehouses, duty paid warehouses, government warehouses, cooperative warehouses, cold storage warehouses. Okay, all the 7 warehouses. Thank you.